Yeah, no sounds on starting soon yet. With how I have it set up, it's in like a... They're in nested scenes, and I gotta fix that. This is the wrong scene. Here we go. Alright. What are they? We're here. We're gonna finish Portal. I'm definitely here and ready to think about puzzles on the final level. The supposed final level. This is it's gonna pull one of those credits start rolling as the game's just starting. You did the first set of puzzles, now do it again. That Ghosts and Goblins scenario. It's a free community made mod for... Yeah, hold on. I guess I should probably show you guys the game. That tends to help. We got sound. We got visual. Nothing broke this time. Cool. I'd say I'm getting better, but I'm just getting lucky. Single player. Continue playing. Interesting seeing through the names. Actually, I guess since I'm gonna probably be on this puzzle for a while,
let's not waste any more time.
I might want to go ahead and just set the music, huh? It's gonna probably be a bit. This is quite the puzzle. Let me just preemptively do this, only because the loops to this game's music are not only repetitive, but not very long at all. Da, 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 da. Don't play that. That's gonna be really freaking loud. Okay. Don't worry, I caught it. I made sure to check now. Apparently, we're listening to Castlevania. Alright. The final puzzle. For anyone who hasn't been here and seen any of this, this is Portal with time travel. I can go over to the future. The destroyed future. It's great. Our mission, should I choose to accept it, and unfortunately I am contractually bound via redeems, we have to get through the laser grids to go and press, or put something on a cube, and press this button. Or something. Oh no, we don't have to press that button. This button. That button has to be pressed. And I think there's a switch over there, too. Future! Right. The die to each of the laser grids lines up with where we need to activate the things. So that's fun. Gotta get that laser activated, that laser activated. 3 is... Where is 3? 3's there, which is another laser. And 4 is a button on the ceiling. So that's fun. That's how we're setting this up. That's what we're doing. We got one reflective cube, but I took the future copy and I have this temporarily until I move that.
A switch. Why don't I press it and see?
I mean, we already know what it does, but so obviously doing this all at once is like impossible. But last time I was starting to move through. I've made it to the second spot, but I have to have things set up to where I can change them without leaving that platform, and I just don't think that far ahead. So this will be an adventure. So let me try and catch back up to what I was figuring out. Lasers here in the present, but not the future, if I recall. Correct? We have this only in the present and not the future. We have a laser grid bridge only in the future. Okay. So we know to press the last button, we have to get that blue spirally stuff to push a cube up there. Problem is, that doesn't activate a switch. So we're going to need a blue bridge to extend from here and have a cube on it reflecting a laser. And then afterwards, and I cross through the third one, I would undo the bridge and the blue thing would already be shooting up. So that's the end goal here. What order to do things in is the fun part. I was just thinking I should have everything set up in the present, because then I can go over to the future there, and then I could have the last stuff go through in the future. But this only moves Well, I guess I can activate that at any time. But I needed to be here specifically, which isn't going to work. So that's where things get interesting. So I will have to have this moved there. It's pretty much the only way that one's happening. That's going to end up pressing the fourth one. And that cube needs to be there, of course. Future cube is gone because I've moved that cube. This has to be the future cube at the end. Because if I move the present cube in any way, shape, or form, the future cube... If I move the present cube, the future cube dies. I don't know if I said that right. I'm thinking right. I'm just... So the last step has to have the future cube... the present cube move. And press the switch. There's so much to do, dude. So much to do. The first fun part here is the lasers are on two separate grids, so I gotta move that. We have to move the laser. What the hell? That gets one activated. I'm not gonna be able to move the cubes once I get up there. That's the other part where this gets really difficult. I have the cubes positioned in some way to where I can still hit these lasers. This has to be a future cube. Because the cube I need to move around after is going to have to be in the center. That has to be there. Which means then I can take this one. It's not getting better with directs. Yeah, you guys made it sound like it was quite the disappointment. There was Metroid and... well, that's all, I guess, right? Surely there was something else good? Right. It doesn't keep passing through the cube, it just deflects it once. How? Well, the height actually matters. I don't see another solution here where I don't use the future. But how? I'm gonna have to place it in a different spot. I don't think that'll do it either. The plot thickens. Yeah, I've watched a decent bit of Nintendo Directs. Did he arrive to speak at all for this one? The new one? I don't care whether it's dubbed or not, but... I don't remember how it's all going now. Was there like a speaker at all this time? Or... I have to somehow get this to position and hit the lasers on the lower floor, but also being set up for the higher floor. I guess I can remove this remotely by using the blue stuff? Just a gentle nudge would be enough to... Would that keep it lined up, though? I have to redo the lasers. How did I get to the second spot in the first place? Okay, this music doesn't need to be this intense. And to see who never shows up. Fun. Any other way to... I guess I can do it like that? I wouldn't be able to redo that portal, though. Not from up there. I was not prepared for this. I feel like this part shouldn't even be messing me up that bad. It's just it's being on the lower levels what's really messing with me. Good grief. Puzzles. Freaking puzzles. Back in just a sec. A couple minutes. We're good. Some hype music for Portal 2. Oh, now it's chill. Oh, yeah, the song before this was a bit intense. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Iwata? I assume Iwata. Yeah, I've seen. I know who he is. I saw a bit of Nintendo Directs. I've seen him before. Yeah, he passed away, didn't he? And now we have a different Nintendo president. I'm pretty sure. Either he left or he passed away. 2015. Dang, that long? I'm getting old. Let's see. I want to play more Blade Chimera, dude. Much to lax dismay. Let's see. I do have a new Metroidvania tomorrow, though. That's gonna be fun. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's suffering, but it could be fun. Is that when that all started? Was after he passed? This is in the right spot. This has to be in the center with everything else that's going to be happening. Oh yeah? Dang. Okay. Lovely. Everyone else is doing it. This is fine here. Afterwards, I can... I need the future cube to... I can have it interrupt anywhere on the laser because I'm going to be moving it for the second one. If this plan works. I think this is what I did the last time. But how would I can shoot it into that portal? That wouldn't really do anything though because it has to be there. But I can change the future ones. That's right. That's right. You sure it's gonna go up? Also depends if you want all the backwards compatible thingamajigs. Which Prime 4 looks interesting. I'm choosing not to see the trailer. Right now, Prime 4, from what I know, it is like I have no idea what direction it's gonna take, and it's kind of exciting. So since it is still coming out this year, and it hasn't been delayed, I'm actually thinking about trying to stay away from it. Yeah. Like, I'm curious, but I'll hold off. I'll see what it is when it comes out. I think if I leave this here and I go to the future and I grab the cube, No, this isn't how I set it up. How do I... I'm kind of remembering. It was a funky system of lasers. What system of lasers? Good question. Sure. Me too. I have questions that I don't want answers to. I'll find out. Dude, this stream is just me wandering around in circles. I don't know why Seraphim thought this was a good idea. How many hours have I burned just walking around?
Come on, let's not waste any more time.
Oh, I'm trying. I'm trying to remember how I did this. I've gotten to the second spot. I just gotta remember how. This cube has to be here. I need to use a future cube to get to the first line somehow, but it's on a different level because of course it is. So I need to get the laser over there and then future cube it and then get things started from there. But how do I get the laser over down there with keeping this here? I guess I don't have to keep this here. I guess I don't have to keep that there. I can set that after. Don't horse race me right now. Skip. Just threw that in as a joke. Of course, I'm finally doing something and there's going to be an ad. $90. But it could be the best game ever. Yeah, we'll see. So that's set up. I'd walk through there. From up there, I would simply put the orange portal here, which would then deflect and activate the second one. That's how I got over. Then I would have access to a time portal. But from there, I'd have to get everything else set up. Come on. There's a nosebleed. Now sneezing. Ugh. I don't quite know the conversion rate, but it sounds like it. Versus 90, 15 sounds fantastic. I'm going to assume Prime 4 is probably set for 70 USD. So I guess 70 USD to 90 CAD is a way to think of it. I hope Prime 4 is not 70, but it probably is, because that's how things are going. So this time portal can be set up in various places, right? I can go ahead and do this. See, but I'm going to be changing it over there. If I'm going to have a time portal set up before I go, it needs to be set up already. There's got to be some sort of setup before I go and start moving through. 3 and 4. So I've already mentioned before, 3 just needs to have a laser blocked by a bridge, and this going up from above it, and then 4 just has me remove the bridge. Like, that part's easy. And the cube is already here, and this is the cube that would move, and we don't care about that cube, so that cube can go and disappear. From here in the present, I simply just go and send this through, but I would need... $60 USD base plus taxes. And I assume you mean it's 90 CAD plus taxes. So 60 to 90s. Your guys' is a roughly 50% more? Okay. So 15 would be about 20 some bucks for me. That's not, yeah, that's... Did that DMC 5 come with DLC as well, or... It's 90 total with the taxes. Oh. I guess that depends on your guys' tax rates. The final part needs to have the blue portal shooting here and going all the way up to the top. Which means I could have that set up on this side, and the future's portals I can move around to do the light bridge. I guess we'll just get it started so we can actually see what we're looking at here. Because I don't actually know. So we get through the first spot. I'll have to reset up that portal, I guess? Yeah, that's fine. So we need to move this ever so slightly. Oh, that messed it up. Oh, that might have realigned it, actually. Ah, I moved. I chose the wrong surface, so it moved off of where I needed it to be. Each prop is a different tax rate. Yeah. Point is, DMC good steel. Sounds great. Why was that so loud? No reason. Okay, so, laser needs to go and shoot, not there. Here? I guess there. And that needs to be higher because it's particular. That's good. So then we need to then use the future portal to go over, grab a future cube. Ah, it's actually a new... Nah, I set that up too early. That's fine. That's fine. We set that there. We do that. That activates that. We easily move that after. And I just gotta not mess it up this time. Time portal can go there and out of the way, I guess. I don't know. Okay. So I move over here now that we've activated the first one. And this time, properly... we just do that. And now when I go in and do this, and then do this, it activates this door. We're halfway done, supposedly, but you know there's going to be a lot more to this. Pressing this lets me move this. So the rest of the puzzle I have to do from up here, which is a bit rough. So the idea then is I can take this as an orange portal, well, the blue portal here. And when I'm ready to, I can launch... Actually, hold on. Oh no, because that wouldn't work because it's... I can move the... Do I need to? I guess we'll find out. But I can have this ready on this side. I imagine this is going to get more complicated here shortly. But in the future, I'm going to need to... Oh, that's going to be the fun part, though. I'm going to have to do this fast. I'm going to place that there. Walk back into here. Blue portal there. And orange portal there. And hope that works and it's at the right height. Okay, well, you're moving the cube, Chris, but where's the laser? And there lies the difficulty. How on earth? Yeah, okay. Is that above or below? It's above. Yikes. Okay, so I'm gonna have to let that go up and press the switch. Go and ban this guy. Rhino Nick. Alright, okay. And then... when I set the portals for the light bridges, it would remove the blue thing, and it would simply do the switch and I move to the next spot. Now the fun part is when I move over to the next spot, I'm not going to have access to this time portal thing. But I suppose at that point it'd be good. No, it wouldn't be. Doing that there, and then I'm going back over here to go and do the light portal. So, the light portal would need to maintain, and then I activate the lasers with the time portal? Does that work? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Rise. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that key wouldn't be there with it. It would be after I do the thing, though, I think. No, it wouldn't. I'm gonna have to right-click and then time portal? Oh no. I can't go back now. Or I lose. Is that open? No. It probably didn't even stay on the bridge. It probably just fell. It's not changing here because I'm in the future. Did I not send over a bridge? Well, the bridge wouldn't have mattered because it goes through the bridge. I'll need to go... I'd also need to destroy... What? That works, but I don't have a way to... There's no way I'm going to be able to do this in time. Actually, me doing that won't matter because the bridge will sever. What? I need the future cube to be here, I guess. But the future cube isn't spawning because it's floating, I guess? Which I guess makes sense. That's unfortunate. Can I scoop that up with anything? Come on! Come on! Pick it up! God. Yeah, I'm definitely not a puzzle solver, and well, for some reason it's amusing to redeem games of this caliber to remind me that I'm not a puzzle solver. Let's see, so that needs to be there, and then just to make sure the height's right. Cool. I'm gonna go over here, go and grab the future cube. Needs more box pushing. I am doing a ton of boxes, aren't I? Nothing's changed. I have to solve this next part on the future side. Oh yeah, that's the first one, okay. Okay, and then we need that. That. Open this. Okay, we need a time portal this. Well, momentarily. Okay, now that's there. That's the important part. So if I do this, we have access to this. Okay, we gotta do this a little differently. No, wait. Okay. It's not turned properly, but maybe it doesn't need to be? It probably needs to be. Daggone it. I didn't mean to. Well, this is probably scuffed, but we'll give it a go. Uh-huh. And with that, we can launch this up. Those aren't actually intersecting, right? Let's hope not. It's not going to be turned the right way because I moved it. Don't you dare. No, stop! That's fine, because I'll come back around. No, it won't. That's a time portal, Chris. Well, it did come back around. Just, you know. This is failing miserably. Can you not prioritize the other direction? I would like that. I'd like that a lot, actually.
It's up to you.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Nice. Well, thankfully, it's not affected here, but it's still messed up there, so I don't think it's gonna work. This is a lot to... Does that work? That works. Cool. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna go grab this. Why are you there? What? Press that. Go this way. Make sure I don't have anything set up in the wrong place. Input, output, output. Sick. And then I just gotta do that to get me over here. Suppose there is a save and load game feature, so I don't have to keep resetting this. Do I use it? Would save time. What to do, what to do. The end goal is going to be to set it there. And then the laser can pierce through there with the time thing. And if it's still turned and set right, it should hit that switch. And then I proceed. But we gotta find a way to raise this. This one. And then also be able to quickly go and switch it to a bridge. Pretty much the only way a bridge is happening is on this side. Which is where it gets interesting. Like, that'll lift it. But that lifts it on this one. I need it to lift... That's the problem. I need it to lift over the other one. I need to get this set up in a place that isn't going to run into itself. That's in line with the laser, right? So if I do that, does that... That goes too far? Of course it does. That doesn't fit either. That does, but it's still in line with everything else. That's gonna, of course, do bad things. Nowhere is just set up to... I don't think there's a spot over here that had it either. There's a wall beneath me, and then there's, like, the two corners. I need to get it lifted up first, and then set it up on the bottom. But the moment I move this, that one disappears. So I need to not move this one. Which is why in this time this is okay, actually. This is the problem I ran into last time. Well, that's reset my cube. I messed up. Somehow. Ah, it's turned. It's probably not gonna work now. Well, it's back. I don't know, you haven't necessarily convinced me that I should. Was the NES one not that bad? Isn't that like you have to start back at the beginning still, though? Or were the checkpoints on there? I don't know. Sounds good. Appreciate the lurk, BitLink. Have fun. Enjoy. You're snickering over there knowing the solution. But I am... not, I'm getting there. Okay. I can raise this up. See, but before it gets here, I would have to... But I needed to get that high. So what, is it all just in a spur of the moment, real quick decision? Right as soon as it gets up there, I can place a time portal there, and then a blue there. I'd have to be fast. Actually, do I blue first? Because I'm going to kill the blue portal in the process. Nope. First night, the ruthless brain puzzles, and then after Adventures of Chris, ruthless brawn puzzles. So try and find a way to beat that boss. If we get time to it today. I'm not making much progress here. I mean, I can move this one here in the present. I just don't think that's the solution. If I go and move this up here, by using the orange portal, and the laser's already here, it actually might open it up on the way. Well, I'm going to run into the same problem. This is going to run into... Well, no, it's not, because I'll move it. That would let me over. But if that happens... I can't get back. And the only way that cube is gonna work at that point is if I have a light bridge immediately to set up. No, that's 4 and that's 3. Okay, so just as it's rising, I walk through real fast. This puzzle is more simple than I thought. Because then it would just go to the top and we'd be done. And I highly doubt that's the solution. But I guess we won't know without a little bit of science. Also, I don't think it's aimed right anymore, so... Nope. Also, it is just a straight up insta-death. I heard it try. Maybe it has to stay there. Death checkpoints you. Oh. Oh. That's huge, actually. I don't have to repeat everything. In fact, it was after I got through this and hit... Oh, okay, so it's even angled right. Nice. Okay, well, sure, we'll try that again. I'm just gonna watch it this time. Yeah, it takes a second. I'll have to stop it. I mean, this is simple enough, right? We just gotta make the bridge. So the important thing with us making the bridge, we can move around the future ones just fine, but if I move a present connection, it will break it, and I will have to move the orange one, so... That's the big thing, right? So orange doesn't have to be on something... See, that's where the issues arise, though, because... So I could do that. Crap, which one? That one? And that would catch the cube. Assuming that's not enough distance for it to roll off, and it probably will. And I can't really feather it because if I touch any portals right now... Oh, I need to use my blue portal in the same place as the... Oh, hold on, hold on. This is interesting. So there. I have questions. What the... What invisible wall? Damn. The music fades out for that one. How do we get here? No more, huh? But I can at least suspend it for a little bit while I think. If I touch any portals right now, I would die. Oh, I just need to move the blue one. No, because if I move the blue one, it doesn't change anything in the... It doesn't make a bridge. I need time, and I'd have to... Dude. So I do... blue and green. But start with green? No, because the green would have to be there. And then I would need to do... Well... Let me think, game. I have to do blue there. Orange. And then time. Blue... No! I had a plan! I had to like do this blind, which is interesting. If I'm even doing this right, I don't know. I have thoughts. We're trying out thoughts. Scary concept, I know. And then blast that up. That cube dies. That's gonna go up there and press that switch, unless I catch it. While it's doing that, if I time portal there, and I just use a blue, I don't think about this right. Point is, my present portals should be changing my future portals. So when I'm doing that, that blue should place in the future. That orange should place in the future, which would have put a bridge across, and then the time portal should have brought that bridge over here. Is that not what I did? That's how that should work. Blue would place that there in the future to an orange portal there in the future, which would then create a bridge over here. Me placing a time portal here should deflect that bridge back over. Same vice versa. So that's a time portal, and that's blue. It should catch at the bridge. Light bridge, into light bridge, time traveled here. Where's the bridge? Show me the bridge. That's literally what I did. Is the portal too low? Well, no, because it travels there. Is it not catching in the time portal for some reason? It's like pixel perfect. That's beautiful. That's beautiful news. That's beautiful news. Okay, cool. That's why we have a zoom, I guess. Can I shoot while zoomed? Yeah, cool. Sick. Okay. Orange up there, blue up there. Blue here. That one doesn't matter. Orange here. Wait. Do 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 do. As low as possible? No, as high as possible. This one as low as possible. This one as high as possible. Okay, that would have worked if I timed it, but I was so focused on just trying to get it to land that it didn't. It also turned it, so I'm kind of scared this isn't going to work. But, you know, we're going to find out. Da, da, da. I actually saved that. I didn't think it'd work. There, and then, you know, this is really finicky. Is it too... I can't tell from this angle. It looks like it's too high. What do you want from me? That red is definitely past the blue, so it's above the bridge. But somehow going under the cube? That doesn't line up. That doesn't make sense. If this works, I'd get through to the next one. And I would simply... blue and orange, and we'd be at the end. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So why isn't this working? I gotta get it first try. It seemed like I was too high before, so I guess I need orange to be probably like in the middle. It's probably in the middle. Again, Chris, you, jumped the gun a little bit. I'm just excited to get it to work, I guess. Orange, blue, orange.
Come on, let's not waste any more time.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I don't want to take a long time on this either. Dude, I can't see from this angle if that's actually there. That's what's bothersome. It's going under, is it not? Is it? I think it's going just under. So I need to maintain the blue, but and also have the bridge. Is what I'm gathering. I think that worked. Okay. Okay. Well, see, now the problem with that, though, is I would need... If I move this up, it doesn't seem to stay with the future cube. So without having two separate cubes, I'd have to make this work. So I would need to somehow have... bridges. I would have to have the thing shooting up here, but also have a bridge blocking it off. Which I guess nothing says I can't start raising this. And then while that's... Oh. That's why I do things in the right order, huh? That would make more sense why the time portal's behind me then. So if I did that and that started raising, I can go over here real fast and then try and set that to be blue and then orange and then time portal-y, which should time bridge stop it. I've stopped it and therefore this cube spawned, which is hilarious. But also, does that mean I didn't block the laser? Because this isn't active. But also, is that in the other time only? I can't activate it and find out. I'd have to set that up and come back over to this time. And then block it. Do that, go over to this one, go over and set that here and set this here. Go back over to here, wait a second. Finicky portal, or did I do it wrong? I might have done it wrong actually, I might have wrote the wrong portal. That could have been a me problem, hold on. Do that, go in this timeline, go and set that up to go here, And that's the one that needs to be time portaled, which will go to here. Which then activates that one. Thank you. So then I go over here, and presumably, I move this. That presses that. And I'm at the end. So I've made it here. The last step is I need a cube, and I can respawn a cube from here. I assume this spawns a cube. What does this do, actually? Oh, that's the time portal. I have to get the cube over here next. That's the last step. Well, immediately we can notice that if we drop this... I would gain momentum. But there's nothing facing me that would give me the momentum I want. Alternatively, I can use the blue stuff to carry it, but again, nothing leads to me. Well, that certainly changes things. I didn't... There's no line that says that would have... What? That one's not connected. That one's not my fault. Okay, well, this means I could have one of those just launch it over to me, which is great news. How to do it, though? Obviously, doing this here would just have it... Would it launch that far if I were to... just... Oh. We're done? It's always getting more complicated. But that's okay, we're at the end, so I'll leave the music on. That one's a pretty easy solution, I think. Pressing that, flip that, yep. And also activated that, because that's where it saved me. So if I go in this time, is that cube there? No. Yes, it's right there. How? Okay, maybe this isn't as simple as I thought it was going to be. Well, the future cube will change locations of wherever I set this cube down at. So there's that advantage. If I turn it into a time portal, this cube dies. I can't get back up here after, so I can't jump down. I'm still stuck up here. I mean, there's the same kind of idea here to go and launch this one. And then if I place this here, and go here, I have this one. See, that also suggests then I don't move one of these. Yeah, so kill that. Or don't. It's gonna end itself, it's fine. Use this to press this button. That one will no longer move. Go and grab this one. That's the funky part. I gotta get this over there somehow. There's no reverse option though, so I can't do it that way. Oh, interesting. Go and throw this cube here. Which will then catch. Okay, okay. Big finish. I have to not look at this wrong though. Do I have depth perception? Actually, I'm gonna line up the tiles on the floor. I'm gonna be smart about this. That goes there. That goes there. And that should be the last requirement. Part 2. Just for fun, I hit the third switch again. And the exit's unlocked.
Astonishing. You really did it. You've proven to be capable of nearly anything. Now it's time for your real mission.
Oh boy. Thank you, thank you. That was a long puzzle. Oh boy. So what's our... we're going over and we're killing somebody, aren't we?
We will put you back in stasis until the day of the incident, and you will be the one to prevent it. This vacuum tube will take you back to the long-term human storage vault. You will be awoken when the time comes to use your special abilities to save this facility from its impending doom.
Oh. I'm choosing to go
Warning.
against.
You are going the wrong way. Please be aware that escaping is not an option here. You are far too important. If you won't go voluntarily, we will be forced to destroy your current body in order to put you back together in the stasis chamber. But this will be a small price to pay in order to help save the facility. Think of it as a sacrifice to science. Thank you, and goodbye.
Is that just before? Oh, that's not the... I only have the time? Oh.
Warning.
I wasn't aware that I only had time.
Please be aware.
I missed that.
Escaping is not an option here. You are far too important.
I guess it's just trying to
If you
force me
won't
to do the
go
right solution.
voluntarily, we will be forced to destroy your current body in order to put you back together in the stasis chamber.
The twist on the
This
music
will
is
be
dramatic.
A small price to pay in order to help save the facility. Think of it as a sacrifice to science. Thank you, and goodbye.
Rude. I like how it's in rhythm with the song.
Warning, you are deviating from your path. Facility power has reached critical levels.
Convenient timing.
Connection unstable. Don't.
Goodbye. Cubes. I don't know why my taskbar is kind of up on my... You guys can't see it, though, so I guess that's good. Nature! This entire game was for me to get so good at 4D puzzle solving that I would have to go outside and touch grass. Oh. Well, it's a good thing that I played Half-Life before this, or I would have been very confused. My order of games has worked out. I would have been very confused. Someone had to have explained it to me. We did it. That doesn't mean I'm spared. It means now we have to go finish Adventures of Chris. My final adventure. It's got a website. Go there today. My brain hurts. But it was fun. It was interesting. Make up for being late tomorrow. I'll try my best to be on time. We gotta finish Adventures of Chris next. That's the other one. Celeste is gonna need another episode or 2 or 3. That's a process. The portal is done for now. For now. Okay. Secret boss. First. Finale. I suppose if I were to finish this early, I didn't even consider possibly playing in the middle of this tonight. That would depend on how much time would be left. I wouldn't want to start the game and then like 30 minutes and have to go to bed. But I don't imagine I'll beat this quickly. It took me like, what, a whole stream last time, and I did not expect it to take that long. Did I have a death counter? I have an aim to our death counter set to 700 for some reason. Was that Adventures of Chris? I haven't done 700 deaths in a... Have I? Why did I put on an aim to our counter? That doesn't sound right. As a Metroid game in general? Because I didn't know what else to set it as and miscellaneous was taken. I didn't have an edit category. I didn't do that, did I? I can't go and check my highlights on my Twitch channel. My SSD isn't plugged in for my... I'll be set up soon. I have been backing up highlights. That's still happening. I just haven't published anything yet. Gotta go over this weekend and finish the video transfers. That also means I need to also quickly edit a couple because YouTube has a 12-hour limit. That's another thing. Once it's all finally set up, then I can just regularly keep up with it again, and that'll be nice. It's just getting it there in the first place. Are we actually at 700 deaths for Adventures of Chris? I guess we are now. Volume warning, maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Why does... What? Okay. Now we're good. I have 4 cookies.